Hello and welcome back to my channel. First of all, apologies for not uploading anything for a while. I was really busy with a lot of things that were going on, especially with the club. We had a few competitions that we had to pay attention to very closely. We just finished one. It was a professional K1 bout. It's one of the big fight promotions in Sri Lanka, and one of my best fighters fighting in it. And I had to really be there. And despite whatever else is happening in your life, when you're a coach, you have to be there 100% for your athletes. And I have made the mistake of kind of diluting my attention before, when I was being pulled around a lot by everything else in life, and I was not there for my athletes. I was not there properly for my family. I was too stretched. What was it? Stretched too thin, and it really showed back then when that happened on the performances of everybody, from my athletes and the happiness of my family. Everybody was suffering. So I've learned to kind of focus on what I'm doing 100%. And this time I think I gave my 100% commitment to my fight as well, which is good because he was in a very solid place mentally and emotionally going into this fight. And physically he was not doing so great. Like, he was complaining of being tired for the past, I mean, for the last 2 or 3 weeks leading up to the fight. He was like, my body is sore. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling like my strikes are going through properly. He was like hitting the pads. He was doing everything. He was sparring. His timing was good. Everything was sharp, but there was a sense of fatigue in the body. And going into the ring, he had it, and I felt it when we were warming up. We didn't feel the normal physical readiness this time. However, because he was very clear mentally, he was very clear emotionally, he was able to focus on what he wanted to do in the ring, and he controlled his opponent, fought all 3 rounds, won by unanimous decision. So I think it's very important to be mentally clear, emotionally clear when you're doing things, and that's not easy. That also takes a lot of practice. That takes a lot of work. And there's a lot of trial and error because you need to figure out what works for you. And there's a lot of information available on YouTube and general internet, Instagram, all the wellness stuff. But some of the stuff works for some people, some of it doesn't work for some people. And what works for you may be completely different. But I think as a person who's trying to improve in life, or a person who's trying to perform high, you need to figure out what works for you, what brings you that sense of mental and emotional peace. Because life is unpredictable. A lot of things can go wrong, and mostly it does go wrong in the environment. And sometimes your body is not up to the task that you want to do. But your mindset, if your mindset is very strong, it's amazing what you can manifest, or what you can create with your body and with the environment, with the resources you have. So that being said, that was a very good lesson in itself. And I also pushed through some of my boundaries, some of the things that were holding me back. I had to let some things in my life go. I had to understand when some things that used to be assets had become a liability. And I was going through a little bit of a financial rut. I was really stuck. I wanted to get some repairs done to the shed. I wanted to expand the training area, and I wanted to refurbish some equipment. But there was a lot of financial issues going on at the time. But after a lot of contemplation, a lot of analysis, and talking to people who actually know what they're doing, we came to realize that there were some things in my life that I thought were assets that had actually slowly over time had turned into liabilities. And I was holding on to these things because they used to be assets, and my attitude towards them was, okay, this is important to me, this is valuable to me, um, this is precious, this is rare. So I held on to these things, but turned out that they were actually kind of bleeding me financially and emotionally. So I had to let them go. And shortly after that, maybe it didn't take a day or two, it maybe took a few hours. Everything started flipping around because my emotional state immediately got better, because it was no longer a burden for me to carry these things. And also the resulting financial drain stopped, and I had more resources to do things that I wanted, and I had more energy, more time. It's amazing how that converted into everything else just falling into place. It's like a domino effect. So I think it's another valuable skill, along with the proper mindset, the ability to figure out when an asset has turned into a liability and how to let it go. And you sometimes you have to know how to dispose something properly, safely, without it causing further harm. Right? So you need to be able to cut things off in a good way, in a way that is conducive for your benefit, for your development. So it's a good skill to harvest. So it's a good skill not to harvest, to cultivate. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, two very big lessons over the past month or so. Again, to recap, have a good mindset, have a clear mind, be clear mentally and emotionally. That will pull you through a lot of tough situations when things go wrong in the environment or even in your own body. And two, figure out when an asset has become a liability and learn to let it go. No matter how difficult it is at first, the rewards are far, far greater than the loss you used to experience. I wouldn't say this is one of my best videos. I'm maybe rushing this a little bit because I have an appointment in about 15 minutes I have to head off to. But I wanted to get this video done. A lot of people were asking me where the videos were. That was also in itself encouraging to understand, to know that people are actually looking forward to my videos and watching my videos. Just two, three, four people, that's great. That's good enough for me. And so this is for you guys. Thank you for motivating me to put this one out. And again, it's not a perfect video, but I don't care. It's a video, right? So I think that's about it for now. Until next time, train hard, train smart, Dragster out.